Ireland is the latest European country to start easing restrictions. Today it enters phase one of a five-step plan to lift the lockdown. After weeks of strict nationwide quarantine, businesses, including construction sites, hardware stores and garden centres, are opening their doors. But many offices remain closed and people are being encouraged to work from home where possible. Social distancing rules will still apply. Well, for more on Ireland's gradual reopening, let's go to Dublin to speak to our correspondent Shona Murray. Shona, morning to you. So some businesses have reopened, but many, the majority actually, are still closed. As Ireland enters phase one today, what changes and how are people feeling about it?
Yes, Rosie. I mean, in contrast to the rest of Europe, as we've been hearing, Ireland's reopening is really very tentative, very cautious. The only retail units that would be open now, in addition to what was deemed necessary, would be garden centres, hardware stores. For example, IKEA hoped it could open today, but the government said it wouldn't be able to. University and school buildings will be open for teachers just to prepare for September, but they'll still be promoting home learning. So really, construction workers can go back where they can practice social distancing, but it's very much a very short-term measure. The government hoping that maybe they can re-enter phase 2, 3, 4 and 5 over the coming months, but they are very tentative. For example, pubs aren't deemed to be open in Ireland until the 10th of August. Cafes and restaurants, even practicing social distancing, won't be open till the end of June. But people can meet outside their own community environment, their own homes. They can meet up to 4 people, but they have to stay outside and practice social distancing. Now, there is cause for optimism here in Ireland. For example, the Irish government has said that the admissions to intensive care units is down 66%, and the number of new cases daily is down 91%. Plus, the R figure, the reproductive figure, which is the number of new cases an infected person can generate, is down to 0.5. So there is hope for some optimism. And the government said that even though this is a very tentative reopening, they will look at the phases again if there's cause for even more optimism. But again, just like everybody across Europe and across the world, nobody knows how this virus is going to perform over the coming months when countries gradually start to reopen. Rosie.
Thank you, Shona.